what are good ways of using weed if you ever do decide
Yeah,
to
let's
smoke
talk
again? Let's talk about that, because I think then we could give a healthy approach. Like, I think for sure set and setting is everything. Don't be trying to get high and like go into a giant crowd if you haven't been smoking weed. You're setting yourself up for more paranoia and anxiety potentially if you do that. You know?
I think
set and setting has to be
set and setting. I think strain. You got to figure out what strain works for you.
So you've done some research on this, like about like THC to CBD, like 1-to-1 ratio being better than.
Well, anytime you want to consume CBD, you should consume it with some amount of THC just for therapeutic effect. But I will say, okay, I like set and setting. I like finding out what strain works for you.
Okay.
Sativa usually makes people more energetic or cerebral,
but also more anxious.
Active and more anxious. Some people, like I have a friend, sativa works how indica does for other people. More couch lock, more body high, more relaxed.
Yeah.
So you've got to find out what works for you. But before you even find that out, I feel like if you shouldn't be smoking weed until you built your foundation.
Totally.
Because this is not a foundational element.
No.
And I'm not a big thing on elements, but weed is not a foundational element.
Well, it is.
It's something you add.
Going back to the beginning of the conversation, if you're not balanced, weed will throw you around.
There you go. Yeah.
So if you're not, foundation is weak.
Weed is not one of the 5 pillars.
Yeah, bro.
Weed's at the top after you build your house.
Yeah. If once you have like a strong foundation, good armor, then you can go into some of these other things and maybe not be fucking thrown into the ground, right?
Yeah. So you're using infrequently. You're using the highest quality
that you
organic,
can afford to buy.
Hopefully sun grown, and we won't get into what lights do. I know a lot of people could disagree with this, but I personally believe nature, there's something to be said with the actual sun shining on the plant and the life cycle of the plant and what it goes through and how it's shocked in indoor grows by forcibly being lit. And you know what I mean? Like, it's like a test tube baby versus, or being fed through, fed through intravenous needles as opposed to like eating wholesome food. You know, they talk about that. So if you find some good quality bud.
So we've got set and setting, infrequent use, find the strain that works for you. And I was going to say, try not to do too many busy things if you do want to experience the full benefit of weed. Like maybe when you get high, it's a good time for you to go introspective, go journal, maybe listen to calming music, maybe meditate as well. Maybe really like try not to busy yourself with like, don't be fucking driving high. Like what a waste of a high that is. Like, what are you doing, man? Like first off, it's dangerous. And second off, what are you doing?
You know what I've heard Melissa say before is you got to create a ritual.
I think that's the way. You have to have a ritual.
Yeah, you can't just haphazardly just be like, yo,
it's 7 o'clock. Or
like you said, I've got a long drive ahead of me. Let's get high.